Hello, everybody. Today we'll be debunking Ethan Levins, a U.S. independent journalist who, unintentionally or not, spreads Russian propaganda all over the internet. He posts a lot of Russian-Ukrainian videos, but it seems like he'll only support the Russian side so much more. Either, either it's a bias for Russian traditional values, or it's just purely coincidental that he just spouts from one side. Now, today I'll debunk what he said in one of his most recent videos about the Kiev drone attacks that happened last night. All right, let's get into this.
Ukraine is burning. European leaders have been woken up in the middle of the night to even call Zelensky to make sure he's alive. What we're witnessing tonight is one of the single largest air campaigns we've seen in world history, as thousands of drones swarmed the capital of Ukraine tonight, overwhelming air defenses and disabling all of them. This is when tens of ballistic missiles were unleashed with zero resistance.
During the night, there's a lot of drones. 539. 268 of those were shot down. 208 were neutralized by electric warfare defenses, or they got lost and returned to Russia or Belarus. 539 Shahed drones launched, past the previous record of 477. So many of them were destroyed. So many of them were diverted. There's no proof for their defense being destroyed. There's no proof for that at all. You're nothing but a lie. You're nothing but a liar. Because you don't even know that. You just spout this information that you're spoon-fed by Russian propagandists.
Resistance, setting the city in flames. Even some photos like this are coming out pixelated because of how hot the camera is in the city. Several European leaders have been woken up in the middle of the night to call Zelensky and make sure he's okay, as he is currently in an underground bunker near the capital. Today, Putin and Trump held a phone call where Putin said that Russia will not be letting up anytime soon, and that all of Ukraine will be Russian. We know that Emmanuel Macron held a personal phone call with Zelensky to ensure his safety. As of now, it's been 12 hours straight of non-stop Russian assaults on the capital, and as the videos are showing us, the entire skyline is burning, and no signs of stopping. Russians lit Ukraine up last night. Quite literally, the city is still burning this morning, and the best part, zero civilian deaths.
I don't know what he expects. The city's still on fire. Yeah, the city's still on fire because it's hard to extinguish high-rises fires so quickly. Zero civilian deaths is right for Kyiv, but in Kramatorsk there was a death. I want to say a few injured too. He didn't mention those. Yeah. Let's get to the next part.
Amidst of ballistic and cruise missiles and even hundreds of drones, no civilians are dead this morning, proving to us that Russia does not seek terror on Ukraine. Rather, they seek to pressure Zelensky and the Ukrainian leadership to step down and in turn end the war. On the contrary, we saw the Ukrainians kill tens of civilians in one night strike in the Donetsk region, which the Russians recently liberated, and in Ukrainian logic, essentially killing their own civilians. But
when did Ukraine strike Donetsk and kill tens of civilians? This year. In the last year. Come on. Liberating Donetsk? Russia invaded Donetsk. There was not enough manpower for Donetsk and Luhansk to win the Donbass war. Has he not heard of any of the massacres in Bucha, Irpin? Any of the strikes on high-rises in Kiev, Kharkiv, Dnipro, Zaporozhye? Like, oh my god, he doesn't look his own things up, he just gets spoon-fed.
The Western media is going to continue to tell you how bad this guy is, but then they never tell you about the death toll counts. Because the Russians strike with precision and with accuracy on military targets in the nation's capital, while Ukraine strikes civilians in a small rural area. And as always, here's your reminder, if Zelensky steps down today, the war is over. But guess what? He's not going to step down. He's going to sit in his billionaire bunker and let the civilians watch their houses, homes, and cars be destroyed. Make sure to follow me for the truth.
This guy's nothing but a liar. He doesn't cite a source for anything. He takes things at face value, doesn't actually try to look. He doesn't try to look into it. If he gave an ounce of looking into anything, he'd find out what's Russia's action. So he just gets spoon fed Russian disinformation and Russian propaganda, and then spouts it. He vomits it up. Just vomits it to his viewer base, who believes it. I can't believe it. Precision strikes is insane. This is me signing off. I can't with this.